Guys, this is Mark Thompson. He's actually my first person that I'm giving instructions to. He's got a simplex Nocta macro, and we're gonna just head to white sand. The water's a little bit rough today. We'll wait for the tide to go out. Maybe we'll be able to get into the wet sand a little bit, but we're just gonna do some walking, maybe up to the end. We're at the North Jetty, Casey Key North Jetty. This is north of Venice. Venice is that side up there, and Sarasota's that way up there. Say hi, Mark.
Hey guys, if you're watching and you haven't hit the like or subscribe button, please do now.
Guys, I did not tell him to say that, I promise you. Guys, so you guys watch my videos, you know I talk about nefarious activity spots. So most people come up to the edge. You kind of got a little bit of cover from glaring eyes. You know, you set out your thing here, the pants come down. His and her drinks, they both had 3. His and her drinks, they both had 3. I'll pick this up. We'll call Mark over, show him. So as a private investigator or a detective, homicide detective, you got to figure out what happened. Let's get Mark over here and see if he can figure it out.
Profiling?
Yes, and I want you to see it, obviously. So I saw there's a shirt over there. Somebody, even if they're homeless, even homeless people have money, even they have rings and stuff like that fall out of their pockets. They'll lose it. Obviously they'll be a little more distraught than most, but come down the line, and what do we see? Well, okay, somebody had some action going. Go check it out. Look at it. What else do you see happen there?
There's probably condoms.
Yeah, so there's a Magnum wrapper with a used condom. Pants came down, brother, so you got to take a little bit of time.
You're right. You're right. Very true.
You know, and if he was married, he put his ring in his pocket.
Because he didn't want her to see it.
And now he pulled his pants down on the beach, and his wife, when he got home, was like, "Where's your ring?" And he's like, "Son of a bitch." But yeah, so they're smoking a little bit of weed, whatever, you know. Maybe you find a bag of whatever, some goodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should definitely search this area. Obviously you want to stay away from any used condoms, everybody, but I'll pick the Magnum wrapper up. And I'm also going to pick up the bottle cap so that we can figure out maybe he did. Maybe he did drop his ring in this mix, but we want to make sure. Let's see, what do we got? 23 to 23. Oh, look at. Somebody did not get into the house. What do you mean you didn't get? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's why you can't leave. There could easily be a ring here. See, guys, I'm not done. I'm almost done the area, but guys, hey, so this is a scene where I walked up. You could clearly see there's 3 of his and 3 of her drinks, whichever way, whoever had whichever drinks, a condom wrapper. So this happens at a lot of beaches, especially bar beaches. If there's a bar across the road, they meet each other at the bar. They're like, hey, let's go over to the beach. If it's a guy who didn't want the woman to know that he was married, he takes his ring off. He probably took it off before he met her in the bar, and it's in his pocket. So when pants come down, that's how rings come out. And the nefarious activity spots that I tell you are spots up on the dunes where maybe it's protected from other passerbys. So I just found a key. Now that could have just as easily been a ring. If somebody had taken off their ring, it was clearly from pants that had come down, or somebody was sitting there and their pocket was inverted and the key fell out. So this is just one of the tips that I give you, that there's spots on the beach that are away from the towel line that are really effective for finding jewelry. So you just met Mark, And Mark is the first subscriber that's called me and asked me if I would come out and give lessons. Absolutely. I told you guys that I'm going to start to charge for lessons here soon. What I'll do is I'll come out. You can ask me any question. You can point at something on the beach and ask me what I think about it. You can ask me how you can just hunt, and then I'll view your hunting and I'll tell you what I think you're doing wrong. You might be better than me. So if you're perfect, I'm going to tell you you're perfect. You don't need any guidance. And if you have things that I think that you can fix, those are the things that I'll suggest. Maybe you want to try this, maybe you want to try this, and then you guys can watch me hunt for a little while. So this is how I hunt, and then what I'll do is I'll kind of do what I do when I'm doing my videos, is I'll think out loud. I'll tell you what I'm thinking and why I'm going and what I'm seeing at the moment. So I think after 3 or 4 hours, if you spend a half a day with me, I think it'll change your game. I think it'll allow you to pretty much read the beach and then just go to the jewelry. So I'm not guaranteeing my service, because most of you guys have watched my videos and you pretty much already know how to metal detect. And what I am doing is saying that I will be able to teach you something for the most part. So back to the video. Yeah guys, so this is important. Check this out. I just found a signal, and I like to kind of review the nocta as I go over something. So maybe we're in the wrong spot. Try that.
Trying to hit the screen.
No, you see, you're still not getting anything.
There we go. 74, 77.
And then what's the sensitivity? Did you leave it where?
Right now I have it in all metal and one notch down from all the way.
Okay. And there's no interference? You're not hearing any other sounds?
One of this I hear a little crackling.
Right.
But no, there's not. There's no. But yeah, here.
Okay. And what would you say that is for so it's a 72 to
bottle cap, nickel. I mean, it's steady enough on the simplex where it could be a coin. Because bottle caps tend to jump up and down.
Right.
But,
yeah, it's either.
It's very small though, because.
So I'm going with like a pre-82 penny, a copper, or a dime. Right.
Did I get it?
And that's buried for you? You can't get that signal?
It's so faint. Well, now it's better.
Right.
But it'll
so guys, with the nocta, you really got to be precise, like right over the center. And then you just saw what happened. So we took it out, and that was buried by about 3 inches. So this is a little wetter of sand. It's not like the dry sand, so maybe it masks the signal. What is it, a penny or a dime?
Penny.
A pre-82 penny, guys?
That's right.
Or no, it's a dime. There we go.
That's what I said first.
Yeah, it's a dime.
Got him.
Zipper pull. Got a sound. Wants me to check. Yeah.
You guys, so one of the most important things I learned about metal detecting from watching Derek is we like to go low. The lowest point, if you look right here,
right.
The lowest point, the lowest rocks collected right here. I've been with him for less than an hour.
No way. Dude, now you can get your Equinox.
Yeah. Well, I might not need it.
Wowza, guys, look at 10K.
Yeah.
Look at that. Dude. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, it really is. That's crazy.
I need one of those carboneers.
That's
like JJ James does. This one's going in the bank band.
right. JJ James, you heard that, brother. James, you better acknowledge. He asked me if I watch you or not, and obviously you were one of the first people that taught me about the Equinox.
Hey JJ, what I love about
Here, wait, don't put that away. So this is what JJ James does, guys. Check this out. Right?
No, I think he gets it from Beach Pirate Hunter though. Yeah. This shit?
Oh, no. Yeah, so I love Ray. Ray bought something from me in the auction here. Hang on. No, this right here. So this is how I learned from JJ James. He'd set the machine down.
Yeah.
He'd put the camera down here, and then he'd run it across the coil so we could see the readout, right? Look, guys. Yeah, that's amazing. Whoa, what? That's so awesome.
Do this one too.
That's so awesome.
For the simplex fans.
Guys, so the 10 karat gold ring, it's not even reading it. There it is. 20, 26. Wow. So light. Yeah, that's why, because you can probably pull back that. Yeah, keep going back. That's crazy. That's how far back it is.
All right, so here. No?
No way. Nope. 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 There it is. You had to just scrub it on it.
That's like 3 inches.
Yeah.
If that.
Versus a foot, right? Okay, so wait just 1 minute. He's been with me for an hour, and he applied something that he learned from my videos and James's videos, obviously, to his hunting. And he was over in the drop, the low drop, and he found a gold ring. He's been with me for an hour. Now, the shell line that he was in was just recently created from the high tides that we had. The high tides plus the wind took some of the beach off and then brought it right up over the hill. So the line that he was hunting was the most recent, we'll call it a little bit of like a West Coast cut, or I should say West Coast Florida cut. It's not like the cuts that they get in California or the East Coast where it'll drop half the beach out and then you've got a clear cut. Here we might get like a little indent, you know, we don't really get cuts over here that often. So the test you just saw was the ring in front of the Equinox. It was reading between what, like 12 and 13. Maybe he was turning it a little bit, so you do get a little bit of a different reading when the ring's straight up and down versus laying flat. So between 12 and 15 on the Nox, and the Simplex looked like it was 2021. I did see a 25 in there, I think I said. But for the Simplex, it had to be 3 inches. I mean, 3 inches near the coil for it to read at all. And for the Equinox, it read easily at a foot. So that should tell you guys the difference in machines, right? So if you're out hunting and you're covering an area, think of all the targets that you actually went over that you couldn't detect because of the machine. So that's the only difference. You are going to be able to find gold. Obviously, he found gold with a $200 machine. And then you're going to be able to buy a better machine for an upgrade. So I would suggest, if you're just starting out, buy a Simplex or buy a Vanquish. The Vanquish is 3/4 of the Equinox. So the Vanquish is deeper than the Nocta Macro. I personally think that the Vanquish is twice the machine as the Macro. But any machine to start. If you're not out detecting, you're not going to find anything. If you are out detecting, you are going to find something. So congratulations, Mark. I can't believe you just found a 10 karat beautiful stone ring right here in front of me. We've only been together an hour. All right, he's into the kissing. She's not. Hey guys, so here's the wrap up from, where did we make it down to? Casey Key is what this is called. And we're just north of the jetty. This is Mark's mom, Paula Thompson. Here's my wrap up real quick. It's kind of just a little bit of nothing really. I just try to pick up the trash, some action on the beach. We found the key from the action, so when I tell you about somebody's pulling down their pants, you should always check to see if the rings have fallen out. And sure enough, I found their house key. Here's Mark's wrap up. A little bit of another hunt, so he didn't outdig me by that much, but he did get the score of the day, guys. Look, if that's not the most spectacular stone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hand it to him. He's gonna put it on. It's 10 karat. It's marked 10 karat. And it's got to be a ruby, maybe a garnet. It could be a garnet, but check this out.
Hey guys, I paid for my lessons with 1 gold ring.
That's it. That's awesome. Great meeting you guys, for real.
See you, man.
Mark, thank you, brother. It was a pleasure meeting you. I appreciate you giving me a call to give you lessons. It was a pleasure meeting your mom, Miss Paula. I appreciate you having such a well-mannered son. He's Caymanian, which the mother of my daughter, she's half Cayman, so I've been able to go to the Caymans before. What a beautiful island, set of islands. So Cayman Islands are just gorgeous, guys. The water down there, I can't wait to start traveling the world with my metal detector, man. I tell you what. Yeah, this is the end of today's video. I'll drop a couple pictures of that ring. He did send me a picture. It was 2.3 ounces. 10 karat gold. So yeah, that paid for his lesson today. I appreciate you, Mark, and thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.